The 15 best Middle Eastern releases of 2025. What's up guys, my name is Francesco, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you my, at least according to my smell, my taste, the list of the best 15 fragrances that were released by Middle Eastern houses in 2025. Honestly, I have to say that in the past 2 years, and 2025 was even a higher spike of releases by these houses, the quality is been improving non-stop, still by keeping the prices quite low, but they are totally taking over because the packaging is amazing, the bottles are even better quality right now, and the juice, the fragrances are amazing compared to the originals for a fraction of the price, better performance, even better wearability and mass appealness, let's say. I mean, they're doing an amazing job. So let's get down to it because we have 15 fragrances to talk about. We have a lot to unpack. I would start with a freshie. This is Pacific Aura by Rayan. Amazing clone of Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. This is like with magnetic cap, very nice bottle design, pressurized atomizer. Voila. So this is amazing. This is amazing. Guys, great performance. For a freshie, this is probably even stronger than Pacific Chill, than the original one, a better performance. Amazing. It goes very close to the original, better performance, and it costs 25 euros compared to 300 euros for the same amount of juice of the original. No brainer, amazing work from Rayan. Now we move to French Avenue with the collaboration with Aromatics. This is Ex-Sandal, and this is one of the best vanilla fragrances, and for sure one of my 15 picks from this year from Middle Eastern houses. Amazing vanilla scent, very sexy, beast performance, dark and alluring. This is fantastic. Try this out. Again, 38-40 euros. Aromatics, the prices are all the same. And then we go back to Rayan because we have Rayan Aquatica, clone of Creed Virgin Island Water. Here they did something amazing with this one. Very close to the original, much better performance. This is vacation, fancy dressed up vacation in a bottle for this summer, for special events, some boat parties, some yacht parties. This is amazing. The citruses, the coconut, it's fresh, it's slightly sweet, performs amazing. This is a banger from Rayan for 30 euros. This is Aquatica. Then another freshie, we go back to Aromatics. This is Platine Blanc, and this is vacation in a bottle. This is the Mojito fragrance that we all know about by now. Amazing, super refreshing, super fresh, minty, energizing. The performance is improving, and for me this was one of the best releases, not only from Aromatics and French Avenue, but in general, considering all the Middle Eastern houses. Banger. Again, 38-40 euros, no brainer, 100 ml, extrait de parfum, Platine Blanc. Now let's go back to wintry fragrances. French Avenue, Vulcan Sable. I almost spoiled another one that will come later. This is a clone of Saint Dance by Stefana Humbert Lucas 777. Sounds like a Boeing airplane. Fantastic release this. Still flying under the radar, still is not getting the love it deserves. This is sweet, boozy, creamy, monster performance. This is super strong. This is amazing for 30 to 35 euros. Fantastic. Everyone, of course, went crazy about the other Vulcans. This still doesn't get the love that it deserves, but you should definitely check this out. Vulcan Sable. Going back to freshies, we have Art of Universe by Lattafa. This is a clone of Ex Nihil's, of course now with all these names, Blue Talisman. Clone of Blue Talisman, and this is a good one. For sure the performance is better than the original, there is no doubt. This is from the Lattafa Pride collection, so they make a slightly better quality fragrances. This is very close to the original, but it's definitely less airy, it's much denser. The pear note is a bit screechy to my nose, but I think that this feature also helps the performance of it, because the pear note can be very airy but also not very long lasting, or it can be a bit more aggressive but longer lasting, like in this case. This is still a great release. I used it in summer 2025 a lot, got compliments. It performs amazing. And again, now you can find it for around 35 euros. I bought it when it was still recently released. It was still hyped up. I paid it 50-55 euros. Now you can definitely scoop it up for 30 or 35. Art of Universe by Lattafa. Staying on a fresher scent profile, this is from the House of Cadlage, Island Dreams, clone of Louis Vuitton Symphony. Now, the original Symphony costs 510 euros for 100 ml. This for 100 ml costed me 35 euros, okay? And apart from the opening, the very first moments, the very first minutes where this opens more citrusy than the original, but the dry down, honestly, in the air and to the average nose, smells like 90-95% similar to Symphony. Amazing. Again, this also comes with a pressurized atomizer. Amazing. Great bottle, great presentation. The cap is heavy. Very inexpensive. This is a fantastic work from Cadlage. It's my favorite release from the brand this year, Island Dreams. Then, something that you know already I love. This is Amber Empire by French Avenue, clone of Blonde Amber by Clyde Christian. Amazing, 40 euros, Extrait de Parfum, 100 ml, ambery, sweet, spicy, more wearable and more youthful than the original, because with the amber-based fragrances, sometimes they smell a bit too, I mean, not too, but they smell a bit mature. So it's like from men or people from 40s onwards, but this can definitely, with this one, French Avenue lowered the age of people who can easily pull this off. They made it more wearable, more likable. Amazing. Amber Empire by French Avenue. And then we go back, actually we stay with French Avenue, we go back to the Vulcan line. This is the Vulcan Black Friday limited edition, clone of Xerjoff Tony Iommi Defied. And this is a very bad boy leather jacket, Harley Davidson kind of vibe, because it opens with some fruity notes, saffron, apple, and then it's all about leather, rose, and patchouli. Super dark, super strong, and the personality definitely comes out with this one. So this is, if you want to be a bad boy, if you want to make a power statement, Vulcan Black, amazing. Honestly, if you don't like leather and rose, this is not for you, but if that's like what you gravitate towards, definitely check this one out. Now, of course, I don't know how available it is, but for sure you can find it for cheaper prices now, 40 euros. It started with 60 or even more when it was around the Black Friday period, but now the hype has died down, but this is an amazing release. Then we go with Iris Patchouli from French Avenue, again, clone of Iris Empire by Carolina Herrera, some limited edition fragrance from the private line of the brand. This is slightly more expensive for a fragrance that comes from a Middle Eastern house. It was around 55-60 euros for 80 ml, but this is definitely a more premium quality. First of all, bottle beautiful, I really love it, super heavy, the cap is super heavy. This smells niche. This has the iris, the lipsticky, makeup-y iris mixed with the quite strong leather note, and of course the patchouli. So it's like iris, but in a dark way, very complex, very niche. This is not Middle Eastern level, this is not designer level, this is pure niche. Amazing performance, try it out, one of the best releases from 2025. And then Rayanne again, they released some bangers this year. They improved their quality in an amazing way. This is Crimson. This is a clone of Creed Centaurus. 35 euros for 100 ml, exactly 1/10 of the price of the original one. So this is very sweet, spicy, ambery, and to be honest, the original one is a bit too spicy for my taste. But with this, they tone down the spices, still super close to the original, but it's more wearable. Again, like they did with other houses, with other fragrances, this is more wearable than the original. Same performance, they is super strong and fantastic for winter especially. This is going to be some like a conversation starter. People will ask you what you're wearing. Rayan Crimson. Then we have from Lattafa Pride Collection, we have Pure Crystal, one of the hidden gems of 2025, clone of Drunk Lovers by Born to Stand Out. Amazing, boozy, fruity, sweet, fall and winter fragrance, definitely good for intimate occasions, for date nights, but the performance is strong, is quite good, so don't overspray if the situation is a bit intimate, but this is going to get you compliments 100%. Amazing, the bottle presentation is fantastic, super heavy, and is about 45 to 50 euros for 100 ml. Great value for money, Pure Crystal by Lattafa. And then, the one that I almost spoiled just now, so this is Vulcan Few by French Avenue, of course. I think this is, in my opinion, the best clone of God of Fire that in summer 2025 was the most hyped fragrance, like it reached some levels like never seen before. Mango forward, there is no wood, thankfully, because I'm not a fan of wood, but there is wood apparently in the original one, in this one no. So it's fruity, it's sweet, it's fresh, it's thick, it's dense, it's a master performer, much better performance than the original. And now that the hype, of course, has died down a bit, you can find it for very competitive prices. Vulcan Few by French Avenue. I don't even have to talk about it a lot because you already know this fragrance. One fragrance that you might not know yet is the White Cloud by Maison Alhambra. This is one, again, another hidden gem from 2025, clone of Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. And if you are used to Eclair by Lattafa, which is, I think, the main clone of the fragrance, you will love this. This is better than Eclair. This is smoother, more comforting, creamier. There is no alcohol blast, no screechiness, nothing. This is fantastic, super comforting, super sexy, and of course like sweet, gourmand, very unisex. This is also a master performer as well. You will love this, to be honest. Try to find it. Maison Alhambra sometimes really does amazing jobs, and this is one of those cases. And then French Avenue again, and this is the last one. The number 15, of course, the order was totally random. We close again with French Avenue. This is Veneno, or Veneno Black, because there are also other Venenos. There's the Bianco, there's the Scarlet with the white and red bottles. Talking about the bottle, I love the style, I love the design. This is a clone of Smoking Hot by Kilian. Amazing. Again, here they managed to create a clone that is very close to the original, but made more wearable, because here, this one is a little bit sweeter, but less spicy and less smoky than the original. Definitely more crowd pleasing, easier to pull off. So for example, the cinnamon note is toned down compared to the original. The smoky note is also a little bit less strong, which, I mean, I did enjoy the smokiness of the original one, but still, this is fantastic, guys. One of my absolute favorites from this year, from 2025. Amazing performance. This apple shisha accord with the vanilla, with the spices, with the smoke. Fantastic, guys. This is French Avenue Veneno. And that's it, guys. These were the 15 best fragrance releases from the Middle Eastern houses according to me and my nose and my tastes. Let me know in the comments which ones are the best for you. And super excited for 2026 because we are witnessing an improvement constantly of the quality of these fragrances released by Middle Eastern houses. I don't know what will happen next, but they are releasing so many fragrances. The quality is so high that designer brands and niche brands are definitely shaking because they are taking over. These brands from Dubai, from the Middle East are definitely taking over. And I mean, with this quality, with these prices, you cannot expect anything else. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.